Fame comes with a price. Let's check out scandalous celebrity mugshots that show their most shocking moments. Ready to see who got caught? Jimi Hendrix was arrested in Toronto in 1969 for drug possession. He faced 20 years in prison, but was acquitted when prosecutors failed to prove intent. A 13-year-old Cher was arrested in Los Angeles in 1959 for taking a friend's car without a license. This youthful mugshot shows her rebellious early days. Paris Hilton was arrested in 2010 at the Wynn Las Vegas for cocaine possession. The drugs fell from her handbag, and she later accepted a plea deal. In 1984, Ozzy Osbourne was arrested for public intoxication after staggering drunk on Memphis's Beale Street. He spent 5 hours in jail. In 2009, Charlie Sheen was arrested in Aspen for domestic violence. He got rehab, probation, and anger management instead of jail time. Tupac Shakur was sentenced to prison for a 1994 assault case. He served 9 months before release. He was later shot and killed in 1996. Mick Jagger's stylish mugshot from 1967 followed an arrest in Sussex for amphetamine possession. He and Keith Richards later appealed their drug charges. In 1970, Jane Fonda was arrested in Cleveland for drug smuggling. The pills turned out to be vitamins, and she claimed Nixon tried to discredit her. Keanu Reeves was arrested in LA in 1993 for reckless driving and DUI. He admitted to drinking but wasn't charged, keeping his bad boy charm intact. Michael Jackson's 2003 mugshot followed allegations of molesting a 13-year-old boy. He faced trial in 2005 and was ultimately acquitted of all charges. In 2006, Mel Gibson was arrested for DUI and went on an anti-Semitic rant. He got probation, a fine, and alcohol rehab instead of jail. In 1987, Kurt Cobain was arrested in Aberdeen, Washington for spray painting "Ain't Got No Whatchamacallit" on vehicles. His rebellious streak defined him. In 1970, Jerry Garcia and 18 others were arrested in New Orleans for drug possession. The bust inspired lyrics in the Grateful Dead song "Truckin'." Mike Tyson was arrested in 2006 for DUI and drug possession in Arizona. The former champ previously served time for rape and later for assault in 1999. Pablo Escobar's 1977 mugshot shows the drug kingpin after a Medellin arrest. He famously smuggled millions worth of cocaine into the US each day. Elvis Presley's mugshot from 1970 in Denver wasn't for a crime. It was taken when he was honored with an honorary police badge for charity donations. Eminem was arrested in Michigan in 2000 after he pistol-whipped a man outside a bar for allegedly kissing his wife, Kim. He received probation. In 1970, Jim Morrison's mugshot captured his rock and roll rebellion after being arrested for lewd behavior during a Miami concert. In 1989, Anna Nicole Smith was arrested in Houston for DUI. The larger-than-life star's run-ins with the law matched her bold public persona. In 1978, Sid Vicious was arrested in NYC for allegedly murdering Nancy Spungen. He died of a heroin overdose in 1979 before the case went to trial. Lindsay Lohan was arrested multiple times from 2007 to 2013 for DUI, drug possession, and probation violations. In 1994, Mickey Rourke was arrested for allegedly assaulting wife Carey Otis in Los Angeles. The charges were later dropped, and he continued his boxing career. In 1980, an 18-year-old Axl Rose was arrested in Lafayette, Indiana, for a misdemeanor. Soon after, he left for LA, and his iconic music career began. James Brown, the godfather of soul, was arrested in 2004 for domestic violence. He had multiple run-ins with the law over the years for similar charges. In 1976, David Bowie and Iggy Pop were arrested in New York for marijuana possession. They spent a night in jail, but charges were later dropped. In 2001, Marilyn Manson was charged with sexual misconduct for grinding on a security guard in Detroit. He paid a $4,000 fine and settled a civil suit. O.J. Simpson's infamous 1994 arrest for double murder sparked a media frenzy. He was tried and found not guilty in one of history's most controversial trials. In 1961, Al Pacino was arrested in Rhode Island for carrying a concealed weapon. He spent 3 days in jail after police found a loaded pistol in his car. Arrested in 1999 in California, Robert Downey Jr. faced charges for missing drug tests while on probation for earlier heroin, cocaine, and gun possession offenses. In 2009, Phil Spector was convicted of murdering actor Lana Clarkson in 2003. He was sentenced to 19 years to life and died in prison in 2021. In 1954, Marilyn Monroe was arrested for driving too slow and without a license. Even her mugshot managed to capture her timeless glamour. In 2017, Tiger Woods was found asleep in his car with 5 drugs in his system. He pleaded guilty to reckless driving and served probation. In 1989, Zaza Gabor slapped a cop over expired tags in Beverly Hills. She got jail time, fines, and community service, plus legendary tabloid fame. In 1982, David Crosby was arrested in Dallas for drug and gun possession. The rock icon served 11 months of a 5-year sentence in Texas. In 1946, Malcolm X's mugshot was taken after his arrest for burglary. Malcolm Little was about to begin his transformative journey to civil rights icon. In 1971, Larry King was arrested in Florida for grand larceny over $5,000. The case was eventually dropped, but it stalled his career for years. In 1972, George Carlin was arrested in Milwaukee after performing his infamous 7 words you can't say on television routine. In 2009, Andre 3000 was caught driving 109 miles per hour on a Georgia freeway. The Outkast rapper avoided jail by paying a $1,200 fine. In 2023, Donald Trump was booked in Atlanta on charges related to an alleged plot to overturn Georgia's 2020 election results. Curtis 50 Cent Jackson's 1994 mugshot was taken after he pleaded guilty to heroin and crack cocaine sales. He served time in New York State Prison. In 1972, Steve McQueen was arrested in Anchorage for speeding and DUI. The King of Cool was convicted of reckless driving but avoided jail. Al Capone's 1930 mugshot was taken after his arrest in Chicago. The infamous Scarface mob boss ran a bootlegging empire during Prohibition. Macaulay Culkin, famous for Home Alone, was arrested in 2004 for possessing marijuana and prescription drugs in Oklahoma. He paid fines and got probation. Woody Harrelson was arrested in 1982 for dancing in traffic and resisting police. The Cheers star pleaded guilty to disorderly conduct and paid a $400 fine. In 2012, Randy Travis was arrested in Texas for DWI after being found naked and drunk by the road. He got community service and supervision. In 1980, Prince was briefly arrested in Mississippi for stealing a megaphone from a plane. A cheeky plan for a stage prop went hilariously wrong. Nina Dobrev and her Vampire Diaries co-stars were arrested in Georgia in 2009 for hanging off a bridge and flashing drivers. They paid a $4,000 fine. Terrence Howard was arrested in 2000 for allegedly assaulting a flight attendant. The charges were later dropped due to lack of jurisdiction. Before fame, Tim Allen was arrested in 1978 for drug trafficking in Michigan. He served 28 months after being caught with over a pound of cocaine. In 2018, Heather Locklear was arrested for battery on a police officer and EMT after a domestic disturbance. She received treatment instead of jail time. Martin Luther King Jr. was arrested in Alabama during the 1956 Montgomery bus boycott, a pivotal moment in his fight against segregation and racial injustice. Snoop Dogg's 1993 mugshot followed a murder charge in LA. He turned himself in, but was acquitted after claiming self-defense in the shooting incident. In 1988, James Brown led police on a two-state car chase after brandishing a gun in an office. He was jailed for 3 years for assault and evading arrest. In 1966, Johnny Cash posed for a mugshot at Folsom Prison. Taken as a joke, it became part of his outlaw legend during his iconic prison performance. In 1995, Hugh Grant was arrested in Hollywood for lewd conduct with Divine Brown. He paid a fine, got probation, and faced public scrutiny. In 1955, Rosa Parks was arrested in Montgomery for refusing to give up her bus seat to a white man, sparking the civil rights movement. Arrested in 1977, Bill Gates was pulled over in Albuquerque for driving without a license and running a stop sign, long before founding Microsoft. In 1938, Frank Sinatra was arrested in New Jersey for seduction and later adultery when police found out the woman he promised to marry was already married. Joseph Stalin was arrested in 1911 by Tsarist police for robbery and terrorism. Before becoming Russia's leader, he was a revolutionary agitator